Hello writers! Today we're going to be talking about fairy tale adaptations. Now this word adaptation you might have heard before, and we have the root word in here is adapt, and the word adapt means to change. So when we're talking about a fairy tale adaptation, we're talking about a way that an author will change something about the original fairy tale. You might have heard the word adaptation before, like with animals. Like for example, giraffes have a couple of adaptations, right? They have these long necks to be able to reach the top leaves of the tree, and they have these long sticky tongues that help them get around thorns of the trees that they like to eat leaves from. Those are adaptations. Those are changes in an animal to help it survive. So we're of course going to be talking about fairy tale adaptations. And writers write fairy tale adaptations for a lot of reasons. They change the story for a lot of reasons. Sometimes just for fun, just for imagination and fun's sake. So like this book right here, The Three Little Super Pigs. The author is Claire Evans, and it seems the purpose of her adaptation was just to do something fun and imaginative, and it really is. Other times, writers write an adaptation, they change a story because they don't feel like something was fair, or they feel like they want to have a different character's perspective being shown. So, for example, we have the true story of the Three Little Pigs, and this adaptation is telling the same story but from the wolf's perspective. And so this author was kind of in their thinking like, maybe the wolf isn't really big and bad at all. Maybe there's a whole different thing going on here. And then we also have The Paper Bag Princess, which is a fairy tale adaptation because this author was thinking, I think I'm a little tired of hearing about all these princesses being like weak little girls and not being able to take care of themselves and always needing to be rescued by a prince. So this author changed it and changed the whole idea. So sometimes they do that. Other times fairy tale writers do an adaptation to change the setting. So this story right here is Lampopo, and it is a Red Riding Hood story from China. So it's the same idea of the story, but it's set in China. And this story right here is Mufaro's Beautiful Daughters, and this is like a Cinderella story, but it's set in Africa. But one of the things that we're going to notice is that when you change the setting of a story, other things change too. The characters change, and the things that they do change, and the things around them change too. Because when you're in a new place, you need different kinds of things. So today, what we're going to be looking at is you're going to be looking at two versions of a fairy tale. This is the original version. This is The Little Red Hen, which we've read before. And this one is set on a farm. And then you're going to read Mañana Iguana, which is the story of the Little Red Hen, but it's set in the desert instead. And you're going to notice that as the setting changes, other things change too. The characters change, and even the language that they speak change, and the things around them change. So today you're going to read both of these stories, and then I'm going to show you how to compare and contrast them. Enjoy!